So FM24 console has just dropped, and I thought I'd have a quick look at what the game is looking like. So I've loaded straight in. The first thing you can see is you can load in those FM23 saves. So if you've got any, you can load straight into them. You've also got all the settings you had from last year: create a club, challenge, and if you press the RB button, you get the draft mode, the online, and the online career as well. So let's go into new game. So one of the first questions we'd seen, we're going to press yes for now, but I would recommend, if you haven't played before, pressing no. We're going to have to select a club. So let's go. It always drops us in North America on this, but let's get ourselves selected in North America. One of the things you can do, you can click in your left stick and you'll get a pointer and you'll get a mouse instead, which is quite handy. We're going to get Europe. We're going to go to England. Oops, that's Denmark. Could we do Denmark? No, we're going to go to England. Let's go to Brighton. There we go, because they are licensed in the game. One thing you can't do is add licenses in Foot Manager. So the 3 licensed Premier League teams are Manchester City, Brighton, and what's the third team? Isn't it Burnley? Maybe there's only 2 on console. Or have I lost track? Unless I'm being blind. I don't think I am, though. So it looks like only 2 teams are licensed on the console version in the Premier League. Other leagues, so for example, you go to Germany, you go to the Bundesliga, you will find every team is licensed in the Bundesliga. There you go. Look, all of them are licensed. But strange. I wonder if that's a restriction to do with, licensing. So let's go choose Brighton. And we're going to go forward. We're going to press create a game. Just going to set up for us. So just while it's setting up, I think the things I want to have a look at are the new features in the game. Of course, I've got a guide out for last year's one. Here we go. Welcome to Foot Manager Console. I thought I pressed no on the introduction, but it seems to be giving me one anyway. Okay. I've got to set up my manager. Let's get that closed. Right. I've got to type this in with the keyboard straight in because I am on the cloud version. Do we just go side? Oh, and then I have to move over with not the real mouse. Maggio. Ooh. Then I've got to click into here. It's a little bit fiddly if you're doing the cloud version, but that's fine. We can come down here, make myself English. You know what, I'm going to switch. Sometimes it's easier doing it this way. Right, English, not Estonian. Male, September 1993. No, I'm a bit older than that. Not much. 88, that'll do. Right. And Foot Manager. Oh, wait, that's why I did change this. So Foot Manager experience, yes. Okay, there we go. So let's go forward. We need a dude. So let's just move the right stick along. That'll do. And we just need to get rid of his hair. Be good. They have added all these new features. So you can see the freckles on his face. Those are new. There's a few other ones. Was there a bold one there? There we go. And let's just get rid of the... Where are they? Skin details? Is that it? I don't need these freckles. There we go. They're still there. There we go. Right. That'll do. You can add hearing aids and stuff like that as well. Here we go. Right. Press release. Familiarize myself with the club. This is all the same as normal. Right, this is the new thing. So this is the principles. So let's have a look at this. I just got an achievement for it as well. Bring it on. Nice. We completed the induction. Normally that's the first time I've seen the achievement show up at the bottom, which is kind of useful. We might do an achievement guide. So that's one of them. That's the first one off the bid. Right, principles. Set of standards that players need to uphold day to day. You can change your principles without incurring any penalties when you join the club. Right, so I can set some club principles. Okay. What do we reckon? Hard work, perfectionism, intelligence, consistency, expressionism. Like, are these counter to each other? Leadership, teamwork. Ooh. Okay, let's go for intelligence. Let's go for consistency would be good. Teamwork would be good. Dedication, teamwork. How many can I select? You can select 3. Right. Adaptability, resilience, dedication. No, consistency, teamwork, and intelligence. We're going to go for those. What does it suggest, though? I'm curious what it suggests. Perfection, adaptability, and resilience. No. Well, maybe, actually. Because let's go intelligence and let's go teamwork. Let's sort of think about it like that. All right, Brighton. I'm going to press save. Okay, so that is like a new club principle. So this is pretty much the same as last year on the right-hand side here. So there are a few new things. So the first thing we're going to look at is let's go look at the set pieces. Here we go, new set pieces. It actually says updated. Set pieces, set piece creator, new set piece options. Because this is going to be now. Okay, so this is the same as what the PC version is now. So you're going to select which of those set pieces you want your team to try and do. Hybrid. I'm going to go next. And then we're going to try and do, when we're defending, we're going to counter attack a little bit. Counter attacks in Foot Manager can be, how do you prefer when we're attacking? We're going to go near post. And we're going to have an outswinger. Outswinger near post. We'll go for that. Hopefully get it onto Evan Ferguson's head or Lewis Dunk, I'd imagine, right? So set piece induction. I will press yes this just to show you. So what it's going to do, it's going to set like a preference of the players in terms of where they fit in the hierarchy of what they should be doing on each side as well. So we can go across, so we can set it down here. I can switch them, I imagine. Yeah, these are the best aerial defenders. He's a tracker. If I press the, I should be able to switch them, right? What's the button for me to switch them? It's saying to press A. But if I press A, that's telling me how good he is. So what else can I? Okay. So A is telling me more about them. Does it auto set them on this version? Looks like it auto sets them, so it's not quite. It does say I'm responsible. Can I change their order? Right here. Scenario defend, hybrid, 2 forward, responsibility. I can set it to my assistant manager, but it looks like it's decided for me which ones are best. So what's the difference if I set it to assistant manager? Is he going to... Okay, he's going to select which of the 2 things at the top. Weirdly, that one's not grayed out. Okay, so it's not quite the... It's pretty close to what you get on the PC, except you just can't change the order of the preference of players by the looks of it. Obviously, in the tactics, there's some new stuff. So you get the new role, for example, which is the new... actually, probably they should be using, which is the inverted fullback at Brighton. Oh, Veltman's on inverted fullback on the right here. So that's what you want. So you can see Estupiñán moving forward. Dunk, Veltman, and Van Hecke making a back 3. But that looks pretty good. Right. So let's go see if there is anything else. Okay, so we're going to go now. So there have been some smaller updates. The dynamics, this is new. So there are the principles there. Players buy in to your principles. There are mindsets of the players. This is not in the PC one at all. So this is new for the console. Pivotal moments. React to events by making decisions and view the effect this has on your players. Interesting. So if I look at Matoma, feels the outline principles are fair enough. Is anyone not like them? Anyone unhappy? Happy, fair, generally fair. All right, looks like everyone's okay with those principles. I mean, I don't see why anyone would be unhappy with them. Like, is there a reason anyone would be unhappy? Fatty, maybe? No, looks like everyone is okay with it. So we can go ahead with that. I've gone onto the manager timeline by accident. Well, they have updated the timeline. How did I get onto the timeline? But they have updated the timeline. It says we've been hired as the manager. Okay, right, let's go back. Dynamics. I don't know. I think because I went forward a screen by accident. Right, mindsets. So we can have a look here. So this is the new thing. I can click on these chunks actually. So the colors are relate to the hierarchy. So if I go across the hierarchy, you'll see Lewis Dunk is team leader. These ones are influential. These ones, sorry, these are highly influential. These are influential. And these are just, what are they? Others, right? So in the mindsets, the hard workers, there's one other in there. What are these ones? The relaxed, yeah, others. A lot of them are very relaxed. We have the thinkers. There's a mixture in the thinkers. And the leaders, within the leaders, of course, you have the highly influential and the team leader players. So that's interesting. And you can also go along here and look at them. So that's the mindset. And then, yeah, finally, the hierarchy, a bit like you see, you can click and look at which ones are in which. Right. Interestingly here, it does tell you what happens with each one. So if you go the hard workers, it rubs off on the younger players, but will work extremely hard on the... So squad mindset will work hard on the training ground, but at a greater risk of fatigue due to overtraining, lead to injury and jadedness. So that's interesting that it has like an impact on how they play in the game and how the players develop. Right, let's go have a look at something else. So training, I think, was the other new thing that they've added in FM24 console. You can now change your training focus here by following week. View the impact it have on your players unit by unit. Move between the attacking defending units, allow them to experience different training regimes. Updated loop group 3 players together to work more with one another and develop their skills. Okay, so we can look. So I'm going to take control and I can set. So we've got match prep, intensity schedule. We can change the intensity. So this is like on PC, not for individual players, but for the group. And can I set the actual training? I think do I have responsibility right now? I have responsibility now. So what can I set? Right, we have units. Okay, so we have an attacking unit. It's going to assign the players to their units. That's fine. So João Pedro's in there. Do I want to change his unit? No. Okay. This is who's in the unit. This is their individual training, which is actually new. This is in the PC version. Let's say you want to retrain João Pedro as an AM, or sorry, as a striker, or wherever you want to train him. You know, AM center. You want him to play as a shadow striker. You can do that. Sorry, it's Ansu Fati. You can change Ansu Fati to train in a different way. You can ask him to train a particular player trait, perhaps, if there's something that he's good at. So I don't know. Maybe you want to encourage him to try long range passes. You can add that as well. Here we go. Right. So if I click on it, I get the options. So I can change. I can set like a different type of So balanced. So it's like a theme for the week. So the theme for the week might be technical, and they'll do clearances, possession, finishing. The theme for the week might be physical. They'll do strength, quickness, and transition. The theme for the week might be defending without the ball, clearances, defensive positioning. So they're going to train. If you've got a big match coming up, set pieces, tactics, overall. So it's pretty good. You can sort of set it for what you need. You can just have a look at how the different units are getting on along the bottom as well. You can also add the mentoring. This is a bit like on the PC. We're going to ask the assistant to assign some. Yeah, there we go. There's the mentoring groups. I do like the layout of this. It looks kind of interesting. So is there? You can see who's in the groups. So we've got Pascal Gross, and he's sort of mentoring Van Hecke and Lamptey. Solly Martian mentoring Ferguson and Seco. Okay, right. We can add another group. So let's say, do I need to add a name? I don't know. So let's add, I don't know, Ansu Fati, Dahoud, and I need an older player probably. Danny Welbeck. There we go. Danny Welbeck. Confirm that. There we go. So that's added a 4th mentoring group. One of the other new things is transfer room. So let's find someone we want to sell. Let's say we want to sell Amari Samuels. Yeah, let's sell Amari Samuels. So there are 16 clubs interested in him. You can see across on the right-hand side there. I'm going to just press actions, and we can transfer. Offer via transfer room. So this is like offering out. They've renamed it though. They got the sponsorship with transfer room. Transfer list him. Done. Yes. All right, we got the match as well. So let's see. We have our shouts. We have our mentality. Before we have our instructions still, which is the same. So in terms of the match day experience, it looks pretty similar. Gives us a little bit of quite a lot of information you get on the little tablet there. Could be about to get our first goal of the console. Oh. So there were 2 other things I wanted to look at. The first is the club vision. And what I can do is I can make a board request. Here we go, board request tab. This is new as well. So we can make pending requests, submit requests, set a priority, track progress. So I request new stadium. Probably Brighton have a pretty good stadium. Transfer budget, new contract. Let's put in a request for the transfer budget. It has to give a reason. Okay, high priority. Can you do once per season a high priority request? Okay. Let's make the fans happy. Let's do it for that reason. So we'll check that. That's gone into pending. We'll see what they say. Got another achievement. Got a motivational speaker. I simmed the match. We got another one. So that's 2 Chiefs. Like that's quick. Easy. Positive team talks. That's an easy one to get. And another one. People pleaser. Happy squad. We've only just started the game. If you want to get these achievements, go straight in and grab them. We're going to go check the board and see if they have updated anything. It's still pending. So we'll keep on. They've still not responded to what I said was an urgent request, but we'll see how long. They're certainly taking their time in responding. We're now through to the start of the season, and they've still not said. I'm just going to go in and check it again in the club vision. Still says pending. What does it say? Requested. So I requested this the 22nd of July with high priority. The board will review the request every month within a 6-month period before making a decision. Any request made after every month they'll review the request. Okay, so when are they going to view this one? I beat Man United. I just simmed the game and I beat Man United. First victory already. There we go. Competitive fixture. What a start to the season. Fatty scored. Just want my transfer budget though. Now the 22nd we made this request of last month. And we're now on the 19th of August. So it's getting close to... Oh, here we go. This is new. All right, so he's not... So we haven't seen this. Pascal Gross is lacking buy-in. So he's not buying into this star that we added at the start of the season. He's gained a bit of buy in the last 30 days, but he's still reserving judgment. We can talk to him. You chose to speak to Gross. Gross and his supporters gained buy-in. So you can... Oh, right. So I just speak to him and it worked. Think right? Good. So I can either demote him or I can chat to him about it. So it's like a little... It's not too intensive. It's not as like in the PC one where you have to choose exactly what they say and then they can fly off crazily. All right, then we lost the Luton now. So we beat Man United, lost the Luton. Wow. Did it just say sends Luton top? Luton are top of the league. Is console version bugged? Might have to sim the season and see how it ends, see where Luton finish up. They've got 2 wins. They've got more points probably than they have in real life. We've still not heard back from the board. Now the 24th? Let me just go check that. So that is on pending. What if I put in a different request on normal? Let's see what they say. Normal, reason 1. Send request. Unless I've just missed it and they're just going to review it every month. Deadline. Offer for Amari Williams. That's Amari Samuel, sorry. That's not it. Solly Marsh injured. No. We're just getting nothing come through. Wow, battered by Arsenal. Yeah, there it was. So I've just skipped over it. Rejected. Board respond to increase. I must have missed the transfer one. Board respond to increase wage budget. Rejected. Cannot afford to do so. I wonder if I go down the messages, I'll find the other one. Let's just see if I missed it on the transfers. We made it on the 22nd. No, so they just didn't respond to the high priority one. I don't have it as an email. I thought perhaps maybe I'd missed it, but we don't have an email that looks like this. Next willing to it tells, that's actually kind of useful when they're next willing to reconsider it. I don't think it does that on PC. So they're next willing to reconsider that in November. I've got American date system on. I need to fix that. But that's interesting. So there are a few other things. Something else that struck me. We're just gonna quit to the start menu. Save the game first. Why can't I quit to the start screen? Why can't I quit to the start screen? What have I done that's not let me quit to the start screen? Why can't I select a new career or quit to the start screen? What? What's going on? Can I do it from this button? I'm on like I'm not in a match or anything. Not match day. Save game. Load game. That must be a bug. Because it's match day. It still won't let me quit to the start screen. Right, I'm going to have to reset the game. And I just want to check something else. Right, this just gone onto my tweets. I just thought I'd check and I wasn't going crazy. Original, real world, and your world. I'm pretty sure I didn't see that when I started the game. Okay, right. So back at the start screen, I did want to check something else. I'm going to start a new game to do it. I don't know if I jumped past it. Start as club manager, based in. We're going to go Europe. Let's go England. Go Manchester City this time. Find a club. No. Create the game. Ah, here we go. I thought I'd missed it. I don't know if I just skipped over it. You can choose the game mode this year as well. So you can go original, real world, or your world. So original is just the way the game starts. You start on the date with all the transfers that already happened this summer. Real world is where the players will join on the dates they join. So if you're West Ham, for example, James Ward-Prowse will leave Southampton and join West Ham after about game week 3 or 4. Same as if you're Southampton, he will leave. Your world, none of the transfers that happen before the date that you choose. Sorry, none of the transfers that happen after the date that you choose will happen. So the start date is the 22nd of the 7th that I've got set here. Although I can change that start date, I think. Can I change the start date? I cannot change. Ooh, more options. I can change the start date, which I can change it to the 8th of the 7th. This would actually be kind of useful. So if I change that and go back, does that now... Oh, it's taking me back to this screen. Hang on, let's try that again. Europe, give me England, Man City. Let's go. Right, real world. No, your world. Now I want to change that start date. Advanced setup, more options, early season. So any transfers that happened after the 8th or the 7th, it shouldn't do. If I press Y again, confirm that. It's taking me off the your world screen, so I'm curious now. Can't actually see if which one of those I have selected. I'm going to assume, go back and change the club, but I can't go back in and change which option I'm on. I think I'm on your world. So we'll check the transfers and we'll see if the Man City players they signed after the 8th are there and the ones they signed before. I'm going to have to check now on Transfermarkt to see which ones were done after. So if I go in now and look at the squad, we should see which ones have left and which ones haven't. So you see we still got Laporte because Laporte has not gone to Saudi Arabia. I don't think we have... Who else do we have? We still have Cancelo because Cancelo's not left, although I think he's only out on loan anyway. I think we have, we still have Riyad Mahrez because he hasn't left yet. So we have done from the 8th because I think Riyad Mahrez left before the 22nd. The 28th, Laporte left on the 24th. Let's see if there's someone else. Okay, but it should have done them up to the dates that were right. So that's about everything for the console version. That's a pretty quick look at some of the new features in the game. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these. If you want a guide to Foot Manager console, make sure you go check out the one that I have on the channel. It is mostly the same, just a couple of changes of the things I showed you in today's video. Otherwise, make sure you go check out the other Foot Manager console videos that I have just here.